And then you have the lumbar adjustment right here, that circle there. Now, you can also adjust and move the seats from the screen itself. So when you're sitting in the car, you can actually move the front seat up, you can move the rear seats up and backward as well.
Oh, great.
Now, once the rear door is open here, I'm going to show you. See, similar button right here. And since I'm standing here, you see how it's stopped? It picked up my, so we'll do that. But you can just move the seat up by just pushing it up and pushing it backward. And then if you're in the third row, or if you're trying to get in the third row, you actually push this button to move the seat up, and then it moves it up like this, and then vice versa, move the seats back this way. If the front passenger seat is too close, it'll actually automatically move the two seats upward to make it comfortable for the person sitting in the seat.
Oh, wow.
And then you see how it's dripping the water because it just got detailed a couple hours ago, so that's what that is. Okay. Alarm. And then there are also seat adjustments. There's cup holders back here for the two seats right back there. See those? Okay. There's two USB ports right there, and then you have two AC vents there as well. When your kids are sitting in those seats and they want to close the doors, they actually just have to push that. You see that little gray button right there? You have to push that.
Wait, don't let him.
This one?
I think the sensors
are on the outside, not the inside.
Are here for the most part, yeah. So learn that. And then to open it, if you lift that same little hook.
Push it the other way, Patty.
There you go. So you kind of lift and pull it towards you to open, push it in to close. So you see the sensors are there. And then you have the close button also right here. There's a red light. That's how you can close them as well. Just push those ones.
Oh, we almost lost a kid, but got a free Tesla.
Alright, and then it's the same exact thing on the side over here. Now, with the touchscreen itself,
Mommy, once I click that button and I get out, you should always hand me the key for me to like shut the door.
Remember about more demos.
You better come over here. Hopefully the video doesn't go viral. Elon's probably gonna fire me after this because I don't know any of the features, but alrighty.
You've been very helpful, so I will make sure I point that out.
Thank you. Alrighty, so up here you have your status bar, and then you have your apps bar here, and on the very bottom you have your climate control settings. On the very top here in the left corner you have that little unlock lock box. That's how you unlock and lock the car. So if you're picking someone up, for example, you'd want to unlock the car there and lock the car, but the car actually locks itself when you start driving as well. So you don't really have
or walk away with the fob?
Exactly.
Okay.
That little lightning bolt right there, if you select this is the window that you see when you plug in the car to charge. It'll also show you all the doors that are open, or even if your charge port is open, it'll show you that as well. You can open the charge port from here as well. So if you open this, see it opens up and you can see a little light there. And it tells you that it's open as well. You can close it by hitting the close button, and then when you do that, the screen just kind of immediately goes away. Okay. And then you see here, these windows that we see down here, this is how we can actually close our doors. So you just close, and then close for it. Same thing on your side. Okay. Down here is the charge current that the car is intaking. You can actually set this down a little bit, but if you do, the car will charge at a slower rate. Yep. So we recommend letting it actually adjust on its own to whatever outlet or charger you're using currently. Okay. Schedule charging. If you want to schedule a time at which the car should charge, you can. So if there's an off-peak electricity rate, something like that you want to take advantage of, you want to adjust it right there. Okay. And then up here, that little triangle that you see there is your daily charge limit. If you're going on a road trip and you want to use the full capacity of the battery pack, you would select this button here, set charge limit, and then you would move this over to trip so that the car will charge up to 100% versus 90%. That last 10% actually takes a little while to charge up because it's a trickle charge, so just keep that in mind.
And it's not good for the battery to do that all the time, is my understanding. Is that right?
Correct. Okay. So you want to actually stay within this daily kind of bracket here. That's what we recommend. Okay, perfect. And then to get out of this window, you can just exit out here, or you can touch outside of the screen, or if I close the charge port, it kind of goes away as well. Okay. This little house here is your home link. So if you want to set up a home link for your garage or for a gate, you would just select this little house icon here and then create home link, and then it pulls up this window for you. You would enter the name like garage 1 or house 1, and then you push the button that says create home link, and it walks you through the steps of how to actually set that up. It's a pretty simple process. I think it's like 4 things that you have to do to set that up. And you can have 3 of those saved at any given time.
Great.
And then this little person icon right here is actually where you create your driver profile. So you would select this button here, and then you would type in whatever name or you would want the car to recognize you as, and then you would hit create profile, and then it's going to ask you to adjust your seat, steering wheel, and your mirrors to your preference, and then it saves any and everything that you adjust from that point on.
Wow.
You can save up to 10 driver profiles to the car, so you can have those at any given time.
Oh, nice.
And then once you have multiple driver profiles, you'll see them show up down here, and then you can just select whichever one that you want to use. Valet mode, if you want to put the car in valet mode, it'll actually limit the car's speed, lock the glove compartment, the front trunk, and lock all of your personal settings on the screen. To enable it, you'll have to create a 4-digit PIN once, and then you'll use that same PIN to enable and disable valet mode.
Okay.
And then up here, that Tesla T, if you select this, it shows you a depiction of your car. You can actually name your car up here by selecting that, and that's what it's going to show up as on your app, for example, once you download that. And then down here, you have your variant, your VIN right here, and 22 miles, right on the money.
Nice.
And then this is your latest software update right here, 7.0. If you select the release notes, it'll show you all of the options that the car has downloaded with the latest software update, and you can kind of breeze through that and read, certain things and kind of see what the interface looks like here.
Oh, cool.
So when there is a new update, you'll actually get a memo. It'll ask you at which time you would like to download the update, and then once the car has downloaded the update, it'll actually tell you what was added to the car through the release notes.
What number are we?
It's 621, S00621.
But it's only the 3rd one I know of, so.
And then over here, the little Bluetooth icon, this is how you connect a phone to the car. So if you want to connect your phone to the Model X, I was going to say Model S, I'm so used to it. You just have to grab your phone. I don't know if you have your phone with you, I can demonstrate.
She's using
oh, okay.
I can figure that out.
It's a really easy process. Just turn your Bluetooth on, go through your settings, and then start search, let the car find you, and then you just accept on your phone. That's it.
Okay.
There's also a little help eye there if you do need help. And then this right here is the Wi-Fi umbrella. When you're driving along, the car is going to use its own LTE data. So you won't see this Wi-Fi umbrella unless you're close to your home or somewhere where there's a Wi-Fi connection. If you want to link up to a network, you just select this here, select the network, and then put in the password, and then press confirm.
Okay. And then it'll join that network each time it's in the garage, as an example.
It'll automatically link up once you put in the password.
Okay.
And then you see now jumped over to LTE, for example. And then here you have the time, and then up here you have all of your apps you can pick and choose from. So with the media, let's select that first, the musical note. You can full size and minimize. I'm just gonna exit down here. You can full size and minimize the screen by hitting that corner button right there. You see that?
Okay. Yeah.
Or if it's minimized, you can just select it again, and that'll full size it for you too.
Okay.
You can also literally drag something. So like with the navigation app here, you can drag it down here and then have it show up down there, or you can literally drag something and have it kind of move it to where you want it to be, like so. There's a lot of different ways to do one thing. Alrighty, and then
the calendar, what does that link to? Anything?
your phone.
Okay.
So when you have your phone with you and you have the Tesla mobile app downloaded on your phone, the app is going to ask you if you'd like to sync your calendar onto the car, and then if you select yes, it'll actually sync your calendar onto the screen here.
Wow.
With your radio here as the first option, you have XM and XM capability and FM. To select FM, you just push the button here, and then you actually use your finger to kind of move the dialer around to select a station.
Okay.
Over here, this is how you scan for radio stations, and the same thing over there. For XM, if you want to subscribe to XM, you'll actually need this number right here, the radio ID number. So it's that number right there.
Does it have a few month trial to XM or no?
I think it has a preview. We actually don't provide XM subscription. We do have Slacker, and that's going to be in the internet radio, and that's good for a year. And then after a year, you'd still have Slacker, but you'll have commercials every, I think, 15 minutes, kind of like Pandora.
But you can upgrade that to commercial free if you want to.
Exactly, and then you'd have to just put in your own login credentials, and then it links up just like that. TuneIn Radio right here actually lets you listen to different radio stations all around the world. You can select them by location or just by genre up here, for example.
That's amazing.
And then Slacker Radio, I have to put in your login credentials. Add them. And then once I put these in, you won't have to put them in again. They'll just stay put. 9, 1.